Hello, friends. How are you doing? I hope so. You have a wonderful week and Easter. That was a very acclaimed. I was gone with all my family into a retreat with some friends and family. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Gas Romero. Here we're talking about coaching and the Bible. We read the scripture and we explain it with coaching. If you're interested to become a coach, a life coach or business coach, you can go through our training. We have one training for coaches who wants to become better at coaching or people who wants to start the coaching business. You can reach us on thinkintosuccessacademy.com and we'll jump in a call, a Zoom call or WhatsApp if you're in another country, and I'll explain you all about it. And maybe it will be a good opportunity for you to now for this pandemic times that we have. So today we're going to be talking about the parable of the workers in the vineyard. I like this one. Sometimes it feels unfair that some people work earlier and get paid the same as people who work later. And this one is about a landlord find people on the street that wants to work, offer them a fixed pay for the work, and they work the whole day, but it's often the same fixed pay for every single person who come to work at different times during the day. So it will be, let's say, $5 for the whole day. People start at 8 in the morning, end up at 5 p.m. Other people start at 3 p.m. and at 5 p.m. still get paid $5 for the day. So sometimes you'll say, well, you know what, this is unfair because I work the whole day, I'm getting paid the same thing. But at the same time, you need to consider that this is like salvation. It's pretty much talking about that. Whether you get salvation promise and you want to be saved or you want to be um, um, better in your life in the beginning of your life, let's say you're teenagers, you get attached to your scripture and you want to follow your life that way, you're going to be saved. But people that maybe don't have that knowledge, they're not familiar with being saved, and then they're in their 40s or they're 80 years old, they're about to die, but they will still recognize they're still going to be saved. So this is what I explained a little bit. In the coaching, we see it the same way. Sometimes young people at 22, 23 years old, they get a business coach or they get a life coach and they organize their life and they're extremely successful in life. And they become very successful, very happy. Some other people that get older, maybe 40, 50, 60 years old, they were not successful in their life. They have a lot of bad habits. They don't know how to do it. The opportunity is still presented to them. And then they realize, man, I should have done this when I was in my 20s, but they didn't. But they still can be very successful at later in the age. So it doesn't really matter how old you are or what stage in your life you are, you can always get better in your life. So basically a coach what will do is bridge or close the gap between what you want in your life and what you have in your life. And what you want, make sure is what you want and it's not what you conform with. So you may say, I want a BMW, but I have a Hyundai. Oh, it's okay. I can deal with the Honda. No, you want the BMW. Well, make it happen that you get that car. Make it happen that you get what you want in your life. This is what you have. You conform. This is Hernan Tingle used to say that it's not that people are coward, in getting what they want. It's they conform in what they have. You see, I said, oh, it's okay. It's not in my card. It's not my destiny. Well, you create your destiny. So the coach is basically someone specialized on helping to be accountable so you can reduce that gap. This is what he's doing. A coach is simply doing is a tool. So when you go and work with wood, you have different tools to carve the wood in different forms so you can give a form of a figure that you want. There's different tools. Same like when you're going to eat. You're not going to cut the meat with a spoon. You're going to cut the meat with a knife. So there's a tool for a specific thing you want in your life. So there's a specific coaches specialized on helping different people, different stage of their life, and based on their beliefs. So coaching is very non-religious. I will say I'm Catholic, so Catholic Christians, and if you're Muslim or you're another religion, I will. I think so that someone that is in your particular beliefs, it will help you a lot, because of course it is tuned to the same beliefs. If I'm a Muslim and or I'm a Christian, and we're talking about Allah, we're talking about God, or we're talking about Jesus. So there could be conflicts. You see, and each coach, it will direct you in the right way based on your personal beliefs too. So it's important someone can alter your beliefs, which is you holding you back, based on their own personal belief. If you're an atheist, maybe a coach is an atheist too, so he will see things differently. So consider the coach is going to become like a friend, like a close friend. You're going to be working with him for 6 months to a year. Some people have them for their entire life. So it's always important to have someone that is coordinate with your beliefs. That's my best advice. I have people that they feel comfortable working with me, and they are not Catholic, but everybody is different. Okay, so we're gonna read this because it's a long one, and I'm sure we're gonna take a lot from it. All right, the parable of the workers in the vineyard. For the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire men to work in the vineyard. He agreed to pay them a denarius for the day and send them into the vineyard. About the third hour, he went out and saw others standing in the marketplace doing nothing. He told them, "You also go and work in the vineyard, and I will pay you whatever is right." So they went. He went out again about the 6 hours and the 9 hour and did the same thing. About the 11th hour, he went out and found still others standing around. He asked them, "Why have you been standing here all day long, doing nothing?" "Because no one has hired us," they answered. He said to them, "You also go and work in the vineyard." When evening came, the owner of the vineyard said to the foreman, "Call the workers and pay them their wages, beginning with the last one hired and going on to the first one." The workers who were hired about the 11th hour came, and each received a denarius. So when those who came were hired first, they expected to receive more. But each one of them also received a denarius. When they received it, they began to grumble against the landowner. "These men who were hired last worked only 1 hour," they said, "and you have made them equal to us, who have borne the burden of the work and the heat of the day." Now, put it this way. If you are around 40, 50 years old, and you haven't done well in your life, and someone is 20 years old, and he get himself trained with a coach or a mentor, and is working his mind, is working his ways to become successful, our tendency is to say, "I work all my life really hard. And this kid, 20 years old, I don't know how to do it, but he's a millionaire, and I'm not. This is not fair." Other situation. I was born poor, and I'm surround myself with poor people. So I have poor thoughts, poor habits. Then someone is a millionaire, and I said, "No, this is unfair because I'm poor, he's a millionaire. So I'm poor because he's a millionaire. Or he's a millionaire because of a million thoughts, a millionaire thinking, mindset, and he acts as a millionaire and behave like a millionaire and become like a millionaire. Third scenario, I'm poor. My neighbor is poor, but he's more poor than me. He has no home, at least I have a home. But suddenly he has raised from his poorness, and he study and he reads a lot and he watch a lot of programs and pay a lot of time in his behavior. And now he's studying and he's becoming better and he become a millionaire. And what I say, oh, he's just lucky. But you see, lucky does not exist. Lucky is simply how opportunity meet preparedness. So this kid probably prepared himself. When the opportunity came, which is always there, he was able to recognize it and took the opportunity. But the other person never prepared himself. Because he never prepared himself, even he have the opportunity in front of him, he will not be able to recognize it. This is similar to the story of acres of diamonds. A person had a farm and he hear about diamonds. So he sold his farm for look for diamonds. He looked for diamonds for many years. At the end, he couldn't find the diamonds. He went crazy and he wrapped a cable around his neck, throw a stone in the river, and drown himself. The person who bought his farm has no idea about diamonds as well. But one day, walking through the field, found a shiny little rock there. He grabbed it and put it in his door. And now a guest came him and said, "Do you know what you have there?" "No, it's just a shiny stone." "No, this is a diamond, and probably one of the largest diamonds I've ever seen in my life." So, "Well, I don't know. I have a lot of those stones around the rivers close to my farm." The person who has the farm and sold it has the richest diamond mine in all Africa. But he didn't know what a diamond looks like. He never educated himself. He never prepared himself for the opportunity. So he wandered around life looking for that diamond when he had it all the time in his own property. The other person didn't know, but someone told him. Told him what to do, told him what he wanted, and he was very millionaire. See, so acres of diamonds is you have diamonds around you. You just have to know how to see those diamonds, recognize them. Diamond doesn't have to be the stone of diamond. It could be gold. It could be a cleaning business. It could be a landscaping business. It could be anything. It could be coaching business. It could be people around you. Diamonds are everywhere. You just have to know how to recognize them, to identify them. You see, so people always have a tendency to blame, thinking that they deserve more because they've been doing harder work. But you don't become millionaire by doing harder work. You become millionaire or successful by using the information you have accordingly in an organized manner so you can get the benefit you want in your life. It's simple like that. It's simple, but because it's simple, it's frustrating for people that don't understand it. All right, continue with this. Because no one has hired us, the answer. Okay, so, but he answered one of them, "Friend, I am not being unfair to you. Didn't you agree to work for a denarius? Take your pay and go. I want to give the man who was hired last the same as I gave you. Don't I have the right to do what I want with my own money? Or are you envious because I am generous? So the last will be the first, and the first will be last." So it doesn't really matter if salvation comes to you earlier or late. Salvation is the same for everybody. You're not going to be, because you find your right path and you became successful. It doesn't mean someone else cannot be as successful or more successful than you. You can own several thousand or millions of dollars and become extremely successful. It doesn't mean someone later in their age will become much more successful than you. You see, success, it has nothing to do with age, and it has nothing to do with how long you've been doing the work. It has to do with your mindset. If you prepare yourself and work through your mind, then you're going to become successful. Success has to do with doing successful things every day. You see, success is a progressive realization of a worthy goal. How can you become successful if you don't have a worthy goal? You see, in my company, for example, what is my goal? My goal, my company runs different. My goal, Thinking to Success Academy. We are a non-profit personal development coaching business, which means if we train people who wants to become a coach to work with us, through us, to become consultants of us. Then they can coach people around the world to be the light or the candle for their life. So if someone is struggling in their business, if you is in a dark room of confusion and fear, you bring the candle, you show him the way, and he can become successful. You see, everybody's different. Some consultants, they're very good, successful because they want to make a lot of money. Money is important, but I think so when you give more to people and find more people possible to become better and live a better life, that is priceless. For example, I work with a lot of college students that struggle with low self-esteem. College kids cannot pay big coaching. You see, so we work a special program to help them out. Then it's not for the money, for the success they find later in their life. So every business is different. And if you want to be successful and millionaire, well, maybe you should find a coach who is have that path in their life so they can form those habits to you. However, if you are someone who wants to care for other people and wants to help people that may not have a lot of money, but they want to be successful in their life and then you want to see them success, then maybe you might be the right candidate for working with us. Different coaches, different businesses are different. We have a special way to think how we want to create and collaborate in a better world. And if you are one of them, then welcome. Please visit us on our website. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the video, please like it, comment. You can share with other people. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.